Hey guys, Steve here from Stegal Sabers, doing another video for you guys. This one's just an install I finished up yesterday. I ran out of time to do the video yesterday, so just doing it now. So this one is a second Saber to finish off an order for Barry Lum over here in Australia. It is a Jevaho Customs Force Unleashed 2 in-game hilt. And this thing is pretty cool. Quite accurate for the game, and it's got slight weathering to the black and the chrome areas, and it's a real solid build. It's good. It's been well thought out. If anything, it could have had a bit more room in the body, as it was quite a tight install with the sleeve fit pommel. It's a lot of wasted space in here for it's not machined out enough for a bigger speaker, so the speaker has to sit in the main body, unfortunately. And we didn't want to use a 20mm speaker because you can fit a 28 in there, but it just doesn't go down as far as we'd want it to. It doesn't stuff the sound up though anyway, so that's no issue at all. It's just yeah, I like them sitting closer to the end of the pommel. So this one, because I could only just fit the speaker in and the chassis, I had to put the charge port on the outside of the Saber. So I drilled out a charge port hole, so it's fit in here. Heat sink sits just above it, so it sits about here. And then I drilled out a second switch, because this is featuring a Prizm V4. For the Axillary Switch there, that's the main switch that came with the hilt. And that one's tucked away just nicely, so you won't accidentally brush it. It's set off inside, so you can still press it, but it's just not going to be a nuisance. This one also features a custom crystal chamber that was machined with the hilt. I didn't do this. But it came with a set screw to hold it in. Barry was not a fan of the screw, because it means you need an extra tool when you want to show it off. So he had me install magnets. So what I've done here, where the screw is, I machined it down nice and flat. So that is magnetized, the screw. So I use that as part of the system. And then where the screw used to go in, I bored out the hole bigger and installed a rare earth magnet. So that one's sitting in there. That's just a retention screw for the crystal chamber. As you can see, it's a big ass crystal in there. It's probably half an inch, probably over half inch for you Americans out there. So about 12-15mm in diameter. It's a fucking massive rock. But yeah, it's a nice solid chamber. It's got the bars, it's got the brass rods here that the wires feed down into. I think there was 4. I think he's done 4. So there's plenty of room there. So that helped make my mind up where I was going to place this charge port, because I wanted it somewhere that wasn't going to interfere with your grip, as well as wasn't going to interfere with the chassis, so you could still access the SD card. So I had room in there, and I could get the wires through, because there's plenty of tubes to feed it through. So yeah, worked out great. So yeah, that's the chamber. Back to the plate. So yeah, the magnet, it's only got one on there. I don't have room for a second one to place without the magnet protruding too far on the plate. I would have to bore this out, and it was going to get messy, and I just didn't want to risk screwing it up. So this does the trick just nicely. So you just sit it, just cups in. So for display purposes, it's fine. If you're going to smash it around, you're going to be holding it there anyway, so it will hold it. You'll hold it into place, but any smacking around is going to fly off if you aren't holding it, because it's just magnets, not screwed in. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This screw here is just a temporary one that I've just sat in there so I can access so I can show you the chassis in a moment. It actually just has a dome mushroom head screw there instead, but I've just got that one, so I don't need a tool because everything's getting packed up. So let's fire her up. Cue card's gonna go flying. Yep. Yeah. Plenty loud. Nice bright red. Flash on clash. Blaster. Lock up. Power off. So, featuring in this is a Tri-Cree XBE2 red, green, royal blue. Crystal Chambers got a Accent RGB LED, 5mm. I've got the G.O.T.H 3D printed chassis, 1.1 chassis without the speaker mount. I had to glue the speaker onto the back of it just because it wasn't going to fit. Wasn't going to fit the all-in-one in here. It was too long, unfortunately. It features the dome tactile, obviously, for the auxiliary features. What else is there? 18650 protected cell, 28mm premium speaker, the Prizm V4 by Plecter Labs, the main activation button that came with the Hilt, and I think that's about it. Switchcraft charge port I always use, and all white in 30 gauge PDFE protect mil spec wire. So I'll take the plate off, show you the chamber lit up. There you go. So I think I've just got dark meat at the moment on. Flash and clash, and the switch colours just both buttons. It's got a nice, nice medium blue there. Got like a burnt out orange. It's kind of yellow there. Up here looked orange. Pink. Purple. Another blue. That one might be medium blue actually. Cyan, blind me. Green. Oh. Red. So this actually has great feedback for this switch here. You can feel it when it hits. When I first seen it, I was like, "Oh, that looks like a gimmick," but it's accurate for the actual Hilt itself, and it's also a lot more. You can feel it. It's got a better feel to it than the normal 12mm AV switches. So yeah, happy with that. So I'll put my little dildo blade in. It's plenty bright. Really bright actually, it's blinding me. I just got up, so yeah, it's hurting my eyes. Swap the phone over. It's got a lime green. That's pretty cool. Blue flash on clash. Grey meat, favourite. So we got the red again. Swap that to something a bit better. Let's go blue for this. Yellow flash on clash. So everything works fine. Blade out. Power off. Alright, I'll just show you the internal setup quickly, just so you can see how I had to glue the speaker on and whatnot. It's not ideal for me. I don't enjoy having to glue things on, but sometimes you just can't avoid it. And with this, the space that we had with this was very, very tight. So it's a very tight install, so the wires won't access the chassis greatly. So it only comes out just enough to get to the SD card. I've done that trying to save on the wire space because I only had like 12mm of space here where the wires can actually all coil up together. Yeah, unfortunate, but you can get the SD card. That's the main thing. So yeah, it slides out. The speaker itself actually fits nicely into the pommel, which is good. And so there's no force on the actual speaker. This comes back and pushes back onto the chassis. So that worked out great. I got that nice and center for that. Just used some E6000 electrical glue adhesive for that to hold on. It's great stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see the board there. The wiring was a little bit tedious to do. I like to hide most of my wires, but this install I just couldn't. I probably could have with a few of them, but I was like, well, if I'm going to have any showing, what's the point of hiding any of them? So they're all on top for this one, especially with the trying to get the dyno ohm resistor in there for the red in the Accent LED was just a painstaking task, and yeah, got it done. That's the main thing, and it's sitting. I've got it sitting nicely and held into place up here, so there's no issues with the placement of it. It just, yeah, it was just something I had to do and get it done. So yeah, it's just a sleeve fit, and it's just got a tapped hole here for the retention screw, so that slides in, and I'll just be putting back the original screw for Barry as he requested for that. I was happy to give him this one to make it easy access, but it isn't accurate, isn't screen accurate, and it may get in the way. I actually don't mind nailed knobs aesthetically, so if it was mine, I'd just use that. It's easier. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So this sums up my install. Where the hell did my kill gear go? No. Sorry about this. Just want to keep it fully charged as possible. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much sums up my installs up until I go away. I've done a repair job on a Prodigal Son for somebody that busted her up, and I've done these two for Barry. This completes his TFUII Sabers. These will be going out this week to him. That finishes that up. I have plenty more Sabers to be doing. I've got like half a dozen conversions to do of effects Sabers, so I'll be doing them as soon as I get back. I'm going to Bali Monday week for a week for a wedding. I'll be back, moving into packing my whole house up the very next day I get back, and then we're moving into our new place. Give me a week or two from then to get everything set up and running again, and I will be straight back into it. I'll be in contact with anyone that has Sabers with me. I have a few that are here. I've got a few on their way to me, so I'll be in contact with all you customers and keep you in the loop. I will be absent from Facebook for the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I'll be absent from the YouTube as it's not my primary goal anyway. Facebook is. So yeah, sorry about the delays and whatnot, but once this tough time is dealt with, it's not tough time, it's good times, but a bit stressful. Once they're all dealt with, I'll be back up and running in no time, and we will be able to pump out some more Sabers for you. So thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, hit like, and may the force be with you. Cheers, guys.